What's up guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Larry. If you are watching me for the first time, kindly like, share, subscribe and comment. And to my returning subscribers, I want you to feel that you're much welcomed and I want you to feel much at home. So today I have this video lined up for you of a black American woman complaining about the other black women and black people coming to the US and that the government is favoring them. Let's have a look at this video and then I'll be back with more comments.
Black people, the reason why you're in the position that you're in is because you're not working hard enough. It is no reason why somebody from another country should be able to come to the United States and be further ahead than you in so little time. Stop sitting on this app complaining.
I need this message to go out to our vice president who's running for president. I have heard all over social media about, excuse me if I say anything wrong, immigrants getting loans, money. It was hard for me to believe. It was just extremely hard for me to believe. I've been in business such a long time. Back in 2019, I purchased my first food truck. It cost me over $25,000. I paid it cash money. I worked hard to pay for this truck. I'm now selling it because I'm doing other things, but I'm selling it. I had a guy come to look at purchasing my vehicle or my food truck, and he explained to me he's an illegal immigrant. He has no credit. He has no money in the bank. But he showed me his paperwork that he will receive funds to purchase my food truck. I'm thankful that he's buying it, but I'm hurt that I worked so hard to pay cash for my food truck. I have good credit, can't even get a business loan because of the color of my skin. I have veterans in my family. I'm a veteran. I've been self-employed for so long. But somebody, please tell me, how do I work so hard to have somebody who comes to this country, not long, no credit, and he shows me paperwork where they'll be funding him money to buy my food truck. And when I talked to the bank, they told me usually they have to go straight to a dealership because I'm a private sale. But for special circumstances, they're going to, they allow it. But I need my president to tell me why I worked so hard all these years, all these decades. Couldn't get a business loan, but I bust my ass to get the money to create my business. And we got immigrants coming here. And they're getting money. Money! We're doing nothing but just being here. It's not right, and I want answers.
So I want to respond to this quickly because I need people to understand that one of the reasons that Jamaicans and other African diaspora people react to African Americans and talk about African Americans in a way they do is because this was taught to us by white America. This is part of what I'm studying now in my graduate program. When they first started to recruit people to come to work here, right, about 5 or 6 decades ago, they told them that the African Americans were lazy people and they did not want to work. Meanwhile, at that time, it was because they didn't want to pay African Americans more money. They wanted to give them slavery wages. But African Americans were trying to hold out for more pay. Instead of paying African Americans more, what they did was recruit black people from the Caribbean, at that time controlled by Britain. So it was very easy for them to convince Britain that, hey, send those people who are down there with no jobs to our country to work. And when they came here, the white farm owners and those agricultural people told them and ingrained in them that the reason that they have to come to work is because African Americans don't want a job, right? They went back home and they carried the same message and told the people there. And so this is a trope that has been passed on for decades and decades, year after year, as more and more come. That is what they carry, because that's what they have been told. Now, when you come and you live amongst African Americans, and if you really look into the history and look at the systemic, you'll know that is not true. But then you also realize how difficult it is when someone grew up and was taught a certain kind of saying or a certain kind of belief. It's very difficult to get it out of them. So I know that it is not true. I know that it's because people want decent wages for the work that they do. But yeah, it is absolutely true that a lot of Caribbean people, Jamaicans included, and other diaspora people have bought into this trope that African Americans are told to stay away from the Black Americans. But in one of the books I read in the migrant labor course, they had this story about a group of Jamaicans who went to a bar. This is in the 1960s, in the heights of civil rights. And because being from a black majority country, they're not used to being treated as less than. So when they went to the bar, the white people didn't want to serve them. The Jamaicans, not used to being told that they can't be served because they're black, started to create a ruckus and created a big deal. A group of Jamaicans jumped a counter in a South Jersey restaurant and began breaking dishes when they realized that they were being refused service. British and US officials and even growers stepped in to protect them. When the manager of the South Jersey restaurant called Seabrook Farms to ask what to do about Jamaicans' dish-breaking protest, John Seabrook told him, "Feed them." It is difficult to imagine many farm employers doing the same for African Americans in 1943. In the book, they pointed out that had this been Black Americans who had done this, the outcome would have been completely different, because the Jamaicans at the time were just happy to work. They didn't realize that they were all part of a strategic imperialistic plan against Black Americans in America. Here's the book. If you
So guys, I hope you've watched this video of a black American woman complaining that the black immigrants are getting more privileges and more opportunities in the US. Well, I thought it was about black supporting black. Now I'm amazed. There's some black who doesn't support the blacks, who doesn't want to see the blacks, their fellow blacks, thrive, or rather get some like an opportunity. They doesn't want to see their fellow blacks improve themselves. So my question is, if these whites can influence us, or rather see us blacks discriminating, or rather not wishing our fellow blacks well in their foreign country, what do you think they feel like? They feel like that, yes, they are winning. They've turned us blacks against our fellow blacks. In this video, you can hear this black American woman say that she's been there. The trucks that she is selling to this black immigrant, she worked herself to get it. But well, this other black immigrant person who's willing to buy the truck is honest enough to open it up to this black American woman, because he feels like it's safe to do so. Well, I don't know if that business they wanted to carry out went well, but I wouldn't be surprised that the black migrant was or rather summoned by the authorities just because of his fellow black person. This black American woman should be happy that there's a black migrant who's willing to work himself off rather than stealing. But well, we've all heard what she had to say on that. I don't know what happened to blacks supporting blacks. I mean, these whites, they've influenced us to see that, or rather, they've influenced us to discriminate and to hate and to not wish well to our fellow black people. Wow, 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 wow. Guys, this has taken me by a surprise. I didn't expect this actually, and it's evident that this black American woman has learned the wise way of treating the blacks. She should be happy. She should be happy that this person is trying to improve himself despite him being an immigrant. Why would her not wish him well? Why? There are other blacks who are 100% supporting their fellow blacks. Black is unity. Black is love. And I'm amazed that there's a black somewhere who doesn't wish their fellow black well. This black person hasn't come to steal from you, or rather beg from you. He's just being openly to you that this is where the money will come from, and I'm willing to pay you to get this truck to actually fend for myself and my family. We all know that these blacks, when we get to a foreign country, we go with the motive of working. We can work and work and work. Black people are so focused. So guys, remember, if you are new to my channel, kindly like, subscribe, comment and share. And to my returning subscribers, I want you to know that you are loved and you are valued. To my followers in general, I love you all. I'm your host Larry, and until we meet again, peace out.